Hello, Victor here at RestoreYourMercedes.com. This video is for Andy in New Jersey. Okay, Andy, so the wind went down a little bit, sun came out, so I decided to do your engine oiler tubes because it's a good day today. I thought it's gonna rain, but I figured I'll do it. But before I do them, I wanted to show you the chain stretch. I told you I'll check it out. So here is what we have. Now the crank is at about 40. Right, so I finally locked one cam at 40, so that means 5 degrees. Now the next ones are not locking up. As you can see, they're like kind of going in there, but not really going in there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these out, so we know that it's 5 degrees on the chain. So let's go move on the crank just slightly and see, these started to go in but not quite. So about here this goes in easy. This one is at slight tension, so that's the last camshaft. So this is the longest stretch of the chain. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna move a little bit more there, and now this one goes in nice and easy. You can see that's the alignment mark. So this one goes in nice and easy, and now we can check the stretch all the way. So then we are at what, 34. So 34, 45, like about 10. Yeah, say 35, right, to even it out. So 45 is supposed to be ideal. 35 is where we are. So the chain has stretched by about 10. So the spec is around 6. I've seen them at 15. And the engine runs pretty good. Yours runs pretty good, so I think we should still be okay. I think I'll leave the chain on for now. If you decide to do it, we'll do it later, because winter is coming. So you can totally run on this for now. It's not the end of the world. The engine seemed to be sitting for a long time, or sits in prolonged periods of time, because you can see surface rust here. So you have to keep it running more often, so all this rust is dissolved by oil, because you see rust is on cams because for prolonged sitting. Well, maybe it's not getting warmed up all the way. Anyway, the guide on the passenger side here is present. It's not broken off. Upper guides are good too. That guide is also present. That's good news. And the lower guide over there is also present. It's not broken. I don't know if camera picks it up or not, but it's down in that area, that little piece of plastic right there. This is the area of concern, or of an interest rather, I would say. So it's right there, so we're good. All the guides are in place. The oiler tube that blew is this one right here. Maybe camera will pick it up, but I don't see. You see it's open, blown, whereas the one next to it, as you can see, has a cap. So this one is blown, so obviously to replace. And those are the metal tubes that I told you that I have. These are all metals, so they're forever, okay, with new O-rings. So this is basically what I'm gonna do next. I'm going to replace them all, retorque camshafts, replace the upper guides here. I have brand new ones there, okay. So these are the upper guides, and this one is also an upper guide. I will reuse the rubber, whatever. It's not gonna be a big deal. So yeah, we're pretty much good to go. And 10 degree stretch is not as horrible as it could have been. Like I said, I've seen 15, 17 at least. I think I saw 17. That was very extreme, but the car still ran pretty good. Yours runs pretty good anyway, so we'll leave it for now. When you hit like maybe 160, 180,000 miles, then we'll do it. At 112, this is about normal stretch really, so we're okay. The chain obviously did not jump anywhere, and that's why, see, the groove, these pieces are still together, so we're good. But I'm still going to replace these, because once I'm gonna start to take them off, I might break a tab or one or two tabs or whatnot. I don't want to risk it. I would rather replace them, so this way it's sort of a security measure, so chain does not jump if those are fresh. So since we're doing the Oilers, might as well to do it, because I still have to take these things off to get to these bearing caps here. So might as well just swap them out. That is that. A vacuum hose was broken. I changed that for the evap system, this one right here. So it was just like, I don't know, I'll show you later when you come. I'll show you what they did. It was pretty drastic, but I guess it worked for some time, but it finally failed. They put a little bit of a junction there. That wasn't successful. In terms of the dirt and covers, the covers themselves, I don't know yet. I have to take seals off, the gaskets rather. And these surfaces seem to be pretty good, so I'm in good shape here. I probably just gonna clean them off a little bit, and they will be ready to be resealed. So I'm okay there. I'm pretty happy with that condition. Obviously all of this stuff, I'm gonna just put something here and clean this off. It was sort of spontaneous job, because actually I wanted to do the engine mounts, but then I decided not to do engine mounts yet, because the engine is so low, it's easier to remove valve cover gaskets when the engine mounts are collapsed, because you have more room. So that is what I thought to myself. I was like, you know what, I'd rather do it last. I'll do these off, the covers off first, because mounts collapsed, and I will have more room so I can maneuver them a little better. So this is where I am. And yeah, so I'll crank on here. I'm gonna close up one of the side, obviously concentrate on one side at a time. Oh yeah, also this is another shot of your rust here going on. As you can see, it's going to be dissolved. As you can see, once I touch it, it dissolves. The oil eats it all off, right? But as you can see, moisture gets in this engine. So basically, because it's sitting, it sits for a while, rust accumulates, and then when you start it, then it has to vaporize and all. And I guess you don't run it for long enough to have this whole moisture to be vaporized. So this is where we are. So see these surfaces, I'm gonna have to still clean it with the machine, because as you can see, I tried to rub it. Resemblance of the old seal is still there, so we don't want no leaks here. And see all of these things I want to make spotless, so seal goes on and stays on and not leak. It's the idea. Camshaft magnets, we'll deal with them later. Coils rather, not magnets. All right, so this is it. I gotta keep move on, keeping on, and get this packed up, and then I'll do engine mounts. Hopefully I'll finish this all today. Depends how clean these gaskets will come off. If I have to polish the surfaces there, then obviously I don't know, but in any event, good progress here. Good news is that your O-rings there, those gaskets on your plugs, they weren't leaking, so plugs are free of oil. There's nothing there. And that's good, because usually they start leaking, and then you're gonna have the whole the spark plug covered completely with oil. That's not good. All right, so this is it for me. This is victorystorymercedes.com. Andy, this is for you, and I'll get you another part when it's all wrapped up. At least you know what's going on now. All right, so victorystorymercedes.com. Thank you for watching.